And so in the game for the Rockets. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Howard is out there with Booker, and it's Freak in at the point.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's the screen. Launches it. Can't get it to go. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
And it's sent back by Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Corey Brewer's checked in for Houston. Chalmers comes in for James Harden. On defense, Houston, 9-point game. Harris kicks to Barea. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Freak. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. The Rockets shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Dallas, Nowitzki is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Darren Williams. Then it's Devin Harris. And it's Matthews in at the 3 spot. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wolves put together a nice one. He dropped in 15 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. Just another fantastic showing in what has been a great stretch of basketball for him.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, you know, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Dallas. They've led by as many as 11 points. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, the reserves, the guys coming off the bench, Greg, made their presence felt. And, of course, with their big lead, they were able to give the bench a lot of run.
Harden the pass to Freak. Back to Harden. And the layup's good off the glass. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And Williams, here we go. And it goes. As the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Matthews. Lets it go from 11. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Matthews has got 11 points.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forced moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Rockets trail by 3. Pass to Freak. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Passes it to Booker. It's Ariza on the wing. 5 on the clock. From downtown, it's rebounded by Dallas. McGee's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
McGee is screened. Williams attacking. Out to Harris. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got his 8th assist in the game. Harden dishes to Booker. He feeds it to Freak. Beasley with a clean look. Sinks the triple. Beasley's got 6.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Here now, a very select group of players in the NBA. Big men who can step away from the bucket and hit the 3. Dirk Nowitzki, number 1.
Well, he has such a phenomenal touch from long range. For a player at any position, forget about just among the big men.
Yeah, and that makes him one of the more challenging matchups that any defense is going to face. I mean, who do you put on it? A perimeter defender or a low post guy? It's really a conundrum.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Both free throws good from McGee. Rockets trail by 3. Here's Harden on the wing. And there's the feed to Freak. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Now when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Control the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Got a hand on it. Harden kicks to Freak. Harden against Matthews. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Darren Williams.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Freak. 16 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
And really now you can tell the defense starting to have second thoughts in terms of how they're going to play him. That's 12 points from long range.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Nowitzki is screened. Williams attacking. And against the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Williams has got 10.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Here's Freak. Nice D from Nowitzki. The Mavericks leading. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And Nowitzki wide open. He fires. Beasley with the rebound.
High quality shot. Just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Williams attacking. Good D by Ariza.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
And it's blocked. Left side Williams. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Williams has got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Freak passes to Beasley. Here's Freak. Banked in off the glass. Freak's got the lead up to 2 now for Houston.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Harris kicks to McGee. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Boy, that was a pretty assist by Harris.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Williams. Harden outside.
Sticking too much.
Dishes it to Freak. No good with the triple.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
And he gets it to go. 14 points for Deron Williams.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Over the last 10 games, as we look at the Rockets, this is how they compare to the rest of the league. First in shooting percentage, first in free throw percentage, and they're also ranked #1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Howard's checked in for Booker. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Chalmers in for James Harden. And good on the basket. Book it. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Dallas moving it around. Now here's Barea, defended by Chalmers. Barea, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
The open shot by Brewer. Parsons with the rebound. Parsons got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Matthews having a good one. He has 11 points, and from downtown, he's very...
And so we conclude.
Well, obviously a lot of ground for you guys to make up in that second half. Do you expect Coach to shake things up to try to jumpstart you here in the third?
Yo, you better. I'm about to pop a blood vessel up in here. Can't stand losing like this. Yo, if he needs any suggestions on what we can change, he can come to me. Because I've been keeping the list all half. It's about 5 pages long at this point.
Kevin, an interesting response. Over to you.
And now the third quarter about to get going. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and he's the ringleader of their offense. And what we saw in that first half with his ability to keep everybody involved is the reason why they're playing well.
And that's just the thing. I mean, he knows how to share the sugar. He makes sure everybody gets a touch, and that keeps the offense balanced and productive.
And so in the game for the Rockets, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Freak in at the point. Feeds it to Beasley. Kicks it to Freak. From deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. McGee's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
It's Harden with the drive. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
Harden against Matthews, just 5 on the clock. Tries from 10, again. The Mavericks score.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Harden kicks to Freak and stolen by Nowitzki. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Parsons. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. And that's 15 points for Chandler Parsons. Harden kicks to Beasley. The pass to Freak. Five to shoot. But they get it back. Mavericks with the rebound. McGee's got rebound number 9 now. For here tonight.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
And we always talk about getting good looks. Here's who's doing the best of it in the NBA. In the 3rd spot, Dwight Howard.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a